Hello and welcome to the Supercast. I'm your host, Superintendent Anthony Godfrey. Today we take you inside some classrooms in Jordan School District on a tour with Rich Saunders, Executive Director of the Utah Department of Health. Mr. Saunders stopped by to see firsthand how teachers, students, and administrators are doing during the pandemic. But first, we head out to the Herriman High School football field to meet the young man behind a history-making touchdown.
2:02 left in the first quarter. Please wear your face masks at all times.
We are here at Herriman High School with running back Felice Nu'u. In August, the entire nation was hungry for sports, and the first football game in the nation was played at Herriman High School, and you were the first one to score a touchdown in the nation this year. How did that feel?
It felt good. Just going out playing football with my boys. We had to wear face masks on the sideline, and just going through everything with the COVID. It's just something that we had to adapt to, and we did. As you can see in the film, I celebrated with my line. We had our time.
I like how you talked about celebrating with your line. Nobody does it alone. There are a lot of people that participated in that, but you got to carry the ball across the line.
The line is everything to me. Without a line, I can't do anything as a running back.
Well, there's a lot for us to all learn from that because we're relying on each other more than ever just to get through the pandemic and make sure that everybody has as much opportunity at school in athletics and activities and in the classroom as well. So that's a great example of what we're all trying to do. Has being part of football helped you through the pandemic because we were all isolated for a long time? Did it feel good to be back with everyone?
Yeah, definitely. Being at home, quarantine is really boring, and just to get something for the people to watch, some sort of entertainment is good.
So do you get energy from the fact that people are watching and cheering you on? Is that an important part of what you're doing on the field?
Yeah, definitely. Without the fans, I don't even think I'd be playing football.
Thanks to Felice Nu'u for stopping for an interview. I know you've got to get out there and practice for tomorrow night's game, so good luck out there.
Thank you.
We're here with Brock Hollingsworth at Herriman High School. Brock, tell us, what sports do you play? What positions do you play?
I play football. I would play track to get ready for football, get my speed up and stuff, but mainly football. I play safety, corner, receiver. I return kicks, I return punts. Just wherever coach needs me, just get a little burst going. That's where I like to go and just get some energy going on the field.
I rely on people like you, people I can put anywhere to do what needs to be done, so that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
How did it feel to get to return as an athlete this fall after being cooped up in the spring because of the pandemic?
Oh, it was amazing. You're just aching to play football. I've been playing football since I was a little boy, and so it was on a cycle. You're on a cycle. Okay, you get this much off of football, and then you go and play it again. And the fact that it could have been taken away this year, or that it was, it wasn't on the same cycle. You had to wait a little longer. I was just aching and itching to get back out there and just get working with the boys. So,
do you think you played with a greater intensity because you had this kind of pent-up desire to get on the field and to be with your team?
Oh yeah, you're always going to play with a different intensity on the first game. You go out and everyone's got the first game jitters, and so especially how we haven't been able to play for so long and being able to practice and stuff, that definitely has a big factor going into that game. And knowing that, we were on TV and stuff, that was also a little urge and stuff, so it gets people going on that too.
Yeah, you have national attention just because you were playing.
Oh yeah.
And that adds a different layer to everything when you're on that stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just knowing, there weren't that many people in the stands, but in your mind you know that there's people watching at home. And And I mean, the people I have never even talked to before were texting me after the game saying good game, this and that, and I was just like, I've never talked to you before in my life. So just knowing that they're watching, that means like a lot more people are watching, and it's just crazy. So
Well, I think you have an opportunity to see just how much it means to people to be able to watch high school athletics and be part of that. So that's exciting for us as a district too, to know that we're so well represented by you here at Herriman High.
oh yeah.
So are you still feeling that level of intensity, that excitement that you had at the start?
Oh yeah, you always want to come with the same intensity, same excitement. I mean, we love the game, and we know the community loves the game, and just going out there, and like, if you look at the ticket sales, the tickets sell out in like 30 seconds. Like, it's crazy. People are really ready to get out and watch a game, and so knowing that all those people are watching, and you got to go give them a show, because the community gives so much to our fundraisers, all of that stuff. They do that for us so they can go and get us to play. And I feel like we did a really good job, especially on protocol. I feel like the community followed that a lot, wearing their masks, sitting in their sections, this and that. So I know there was a team that they stopped the game for a little bit because they weren't following protocol. And the fact that we didn't have to do that because our community is so good with that and wants to see us play is just a phenomenal feeling. So
you're feeling a high level of community support.
Oh yeah. And in Herriman, you'll always feel that. Everyone loves Herriman football, especially here. So yeah, it's a crazy feeling going on there.
Did it feel different to you playing this year, or as soon as you got on the field, did it just feel like football again?
I mean, it was a little different, like you can actually hear the cadence from the quarterback, and you don't hear the whole fans and everyone screaming and stuff, but knowing that you're still out there battling out in a game, playing against, you practice against your own team the whole summer and this and that, so going out and playing against a different team is like, it's crazy going out and seeing someone on the other side of the ball that you don't know their strengths, and so you just go out there and you just play, you have fun, and like you make a good play, your boys are out there with you celebrating, and it's just, football's football, so
yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, I'm looking forward to making it to a game, so I'll see you out on the field. Thanks a lot for taking time. Yeah. I'm going to let you get back to practice so that you can have a great Friday. So,
all right, yeah, thank you.
Thanks for taking time.
All right, yeah, my pleasure.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take you inside some classrooms with Rich Saunders, Executive Director of the Utah State Department of Health.
Are you looking for a job right now? Looking to work in a fun and supportive environment with great pay and a rewarding career? Jordan School District is hiring. We're currently filling full and part-time positions. You can work and make a difference in young lives and education as a classroom assistant or a substitute teacher. Apply to work in one of our school cafeterias, where our lunch staff serves up big smiles with great food every day. We're also looking to hire custodians and bus drivers. In Jordan School District, we like to say, people come for the job and enjoy the adventure. Apply today at workatjordan.org.
We're here with Rich Saunders, the Executive Director of the Utah State Health Department, and he's been visiting a couple of our schools. Rich, thanks for spending the day with us.
It has been a pleasure, and I'm amazed at the great work that's being done by your people here. The students, as well as the faculty and the staff, the administration, it's been remarkable.
Well, it's been great having you. I think it's very validating for teachers to see you here. Why is it important to you? I know you've been visiting schools around the state. Why is it important for you to visit schools?
Well, we have a lot of concern and a lot of interest in kids being able to come back to school, to be able to have in-person learning. It's a very high priority. We know it's a very important aspect of the children's lives. And we have a pandemic in our community and around the world, and we're trying to figure out how do we get the kids to safely come back to school and have effective learning, and yet balance that in with the right type of protection. We have a mask order that's been implemented, a public health order, and it's important that we understand that effective learning can take place with the masks. And if there are areas that are of significant concern, that we address those so that we don't cause irreversible damage to the child's learning. So that's why I'm out in the schools, and to also get an in-person look at how the kids are responding, and to learn from teachers and the staff any kind of feedback that they have about sanitization and other protocols that take place for the experience to be wonderful in the schools. And you know what I'm most excited about is that the kids are happy. Right. They're getting along just fine. They're doing well. They have to make a little sacrifice of wearing a mask over their nose and their face for most of the time, but they're happy and they're doing well. It's good to see that.
I've observed the same thing. It's nice to see how much the kids enjoy being back at school, and it's kids being kids, even though at the same time they're following the rules that we've put in place. We were out at lunch and they're distanced, and kids are wearing masks, and yet they still ask the goofy middle school questions when you came to visit one of their classes. What else have you observed as you've been out in schools?
I have observed a lot. One of the things that has been most impressive is how willing the adults, the leadership, the staff, the administration has been, the level of effort that they've been willing to employ to be able to make this happen. It has been touching to me, emotional, and very impressive to see the sacrifice of these great leaders to the youth, for them to be able to pay the price, do whatever it takes to get these kids back into the classroom. That has been very touching to me.
What message would you have for educators who are currently engaged in making the best of things during this pandemic?
You know, it's a hard balance. We have a lot of unknown territory in this pandemic with this virus. We know a lot now, and it's tricky to step into the teaching environment where you've got a bunch of kids, and where there's possible transmission, there's some risk. And I just want to express my thanks to those teachers who are willing to try to lead these kids. And we're doing everything we can to work with science and medicine and the education, the world of education, to come together and figure out where this balance is so that we can be effective. I think, we care about the health and safety of the teachers. We care that they feel safe. We want to make sure that they have plenty of PPE and the things that they need to be able to perform their functions safely. We really do care, and we really want to work together to make this be an effective experience for all involved.
What would you like parents to know?
It's easy to get caught up in the emotions of what is going on. We have personal opinions, and what matters most when we're in this kind of an environment is that we try to put our emotions aside and figure out how to work together at it. And the kids are great. They're resilient. They're adaptable. They really want to progress forward. And I think if we all had that same mentality to try to work together, compromising where we need to, sacrificing where we need to, whatever it takes to progress instead of stop and be stagnant. I think that is the plea, is that we just do what it takes to work together.
We want to thank Rich Saunders again, not just for stopping to talk with us for the Supercast, but especially for visiting our schools and our classrooms. We appreciate all your hard work. It's obvious how much you care about the outcome, and we just really loved having you today.
Thank you. This has been my pleasure, and my compliments to the parents, to the students, to the faculty and the staff, the administration. This is a tremendous undertaking, and it is my privilege to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Remember, education is the most important thing you'll do today. We'll see you out there.